Look at my bed. This is how I live. Look at it all. That's how I live. That's what it looks like. Fuck. I don't know why I wanted to show you that. But look, now we can do this. Bam. Now the wind can't fuck it up. I have to... Oh, okay, we're walking. Walking on heaven's door. Whoa. Okay. We're going to McDonald's. I have enough. That guy's been here for 2 days just sitting there with his lights on. Oh God, the snow. Look, the wind is conscious. Okay. Gonna button my pants up for today. Okay, everybody. Because I was gifted $100 worth of free sandwiches, which adds up to about 12 McChickens, I am going to get it. It will be well below zero tonight. I'm very happy because I had a dream about an ex-girlfriend, and I was called to look at her social media, and I saw that she made a post and she looked very good, and I was like, wow. Even though it was going on like 6 years ago, she still made a post of her beautiful face on my birthday. So she hadn't uploaded in a long time, but on my birthday, she felt the need to kind of signal to the world that she is available. Which made me think, okay, something fucked with her. Oh, let's go, it's fucking cold! Oh my God! Okay. Little update with me. We could talk about it for a second. I don't know if it's something torturing me or if it really is relationships, but the same usual suspects that are known to come into my life to try to hold power over me, to force me to degrade myself and lose my character. And it seems like they almost eat it and try to become me. Their whole behavior changes until I get to another point where I can access that level of myself again. And then I can break through them. And usually what happens in the past is that they just lie to police. Like as soon as I feel like I took my power back from a demonic leech inhabiting somebody I thought that I loved. As soon as I feel like something in my head gets me my character and identity back, they will stop at nothing. Sometimes they'll just run at me. One time I had a guy who had a surgery on his stomach. So he was an old guy, had surgery on his stomach. I got my power back, and then he jumped at me, desperately like clawing at my back. His whole weight on my back, and his guts opened up on my back, and he lied just because I felt like I had taken my power back. I just sat in meditation before I knew what it was, and I was just like, that's weird, I don't like that feeling. I'm gonna consciously change it back to what I like. So something about that 33 life path. Yeah, you can't even see. You can't even see what it looks like because the snow is too bad. I've gotten used to my hand not being bothersome as long as I switch hands every so often before it gets too bad. I was talking about systematic abuse. on a spiritual or at least a psychological level that seems to be aimed at destroying my ability to feel in control of my own character. Here. And then I see people try to take it from me. Fuck you! See that? Why? Maybe it's a big load. It's not even a big load. I've got the light on me. That's why I have this light like this. That's the whole reason I did this. I've got a reflective back, and I've got this. That car wanted me. That car had all this road and swerved at me right when I'm talking about this, which has never happened before in this town. But I was getting back to the place that I was in the last town when they started doing that. I'm excited. They sold the van, guys. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced trauma and homelessness and gang stalking and isolation, and it sort of feels like you're like a bumblebee in an ant's nest, and you spend your whole life thinking you're an ant. And then at some point, when you start to realize you're a bee, all the ants get jealous and they try to kick you out of the hive before you can learn that you're bigger, stronger, and cooler than the ants. So they kick you out, and then you try to wander around looking for other anthills. And everywhere you go, they try to eat you. They try to eat your wings. They try to rip the honey out. And they will not tell you that you're a bee anywhere you go. But they'll give you subtle clues like, bees need not apply here. Ants only. And then everywhere you go, you're trying to help the queen, I guess. I don't know, you're trying to help all the ants get better. But what happens is that they beat you down so hard, and the only way to function is to hold on to the little bit of yourself that you have left. So you'll see a lot of homeless people that the only thing they can do is kind of walk in circles. And that's because the world has stripped them so low and kicked them down so low. They're just kind of holding on to one little speck of light that they feel is themselves. And they're just trying to work around that in survival mode, trying to keep that tiny little flame alive. So you'll see homeless people that can only like walk 10 feet. Like when I first got here and I parked outside here and I was getting like 50 subs a day for a couple days before the cops showed up. And then after the police trauma, the only thing I could do was I was hiding and trying to recuperate myself, and I could only kind of just wander in circles between the store, the phone to make content, and then back to the tent. And I would just rest, trying to piece myself back together. And then when I got a little bit more of myself together, that's when I would make content. So I would just sit here and try to piece myself back, build myself like Legos or a Bionicle character. And then when things got a little bit better, I would make content for you guys. And then I just kept building, and then they did it again. And then they break me down worse. And then I'd get up and keep going a little bit. And then it's like they can feel it, like a sixth sense, that they know, okay, Casey's feeling better. His self-esteem is coming back. He's working harder. So they would crack down worse. And I see everywhere I go that the people that initially cause me that trauma sort of latch on to me, and their life becomes in response to my behavior. And that's why you see people act so out of character as to like follow me around for months, just kind of hang out where I'm sleeping while they're on the job as a police officer. Just hang out near me. And then every time that I like wake up, meditate for a second, and just try to build myself back, even the slightest bit, they would slam on the siren and tap the siren to fuck with me. They'd waste their time just sitting illegally trespassing, where the business owner had to put a trespassing sign to stop the cops from doing that to me. And it was all just to keep me down, degrade my mind long enough so that other things could sort of hijack me. And then I wouldn't realize that, I'd look at my phone and I'm like, man, I just got a $100 donation, where'd it go? And I was like, oh, for 2 weeks I stayed rooted in survival mode, where I'm like, I just gotta go get the sandwiches and then gotta go back. And then I'm just gonna keep cycling, building, and eventually I'll break free again. Those are called like trauma loops, and it's part of MK Ultra when they degrade you. And it's all about making you forget how to control your own mind so that your handler can do it for you. And that's when you willingly walk into the belly of the beast, basically. And then you are remotely with an artificial intelligence. The same way that you can download a movie just standing here. Like, where's the 5G tower? It's probably far away. I don't see any cell towers here, but I have full service. I can download a movie like in a snap of my fingers. So the upgrade from that is that they want to put nanoparticles controlled by an AI. So it's like small cellular networks that work in junction with each other in your body that can morph and coagulate and send signals to your brain and then get into your brain so that they can pilot you remotely. And I don't know what it is. Are they trying to take your soul? Are they trying to control you? Are they trying to say fuck you to God by wasting your entire life? I don't know. But it seems to me that I learned from the CIA how to fix it. Fasting, sunlight, probiotics, ketosis, autophagy, neurogenesis, Higgs boson. Imagine nothing and reverse it. And the better I get at that, the more they come at me.
They do that all the time.
Yeah, they do. Guess I believe the 80s was 50 years ago. But I'll be right back. I gotta put the order in on the app. Okay, do I look sane? Oh, it's crazy now, but when that dreads come in, it's gonna be nice. That ain't me. It's not mine. This is where I like to sit, but I'm gonna go over here today. Red truck, white, gray, white, red, black. Anything else? No, black, gray. Not a single blue, it's just red, black, gray. Why? Can anybody tell me why? Can anybody tell me why? Okay, hold on. I have to put the order in actually to get my food. And then it will all be okay. Okay, ready? What are y'all doing out here? Where am I? This is how I look most of the day. POV or my cell phone. I don't even care how I look, man. I don't care how I look, man. This is my name, guys. I'm as happy as a happy as a capybara. What the fuck is this? Look. Oh, it's nothing important. I thought it was an outlet that I might be able to utilize in the future, but in fact it was not. I'm walking down the street, it is -5. And the wind chill, depending on how bad the wind is, can be up to -10, -15. So my hand is freezing. The drink that's in my hand is frozen. How long have I been out here? 30 seconds. It's already starting to become just one ball of ice. Look, even the top is about to pop. Holy shit. The air getting pushed up from the frozen of the Sprite is popping the top off. I'm kind of worried to put it here if it's gonna blow up. It's turned into one, it's already one solid block of ice. Almost. Now. But I have such a hot bod that it's keeping my McDonald's warm. Oh God, don't fucking hit me, bitch. Oh. Are you gonna swerve and honk at me like the last guy? Alright, they sold my van. there was a nice van outside this realty group, and they gave me a lot of fucking attitude when I came in to ask. The whole town talked shit about me for 4 months. So I have no idea. You'll never have any idea what rumors got spread where. But you know what? You know what I was talking about? Bees. There's a new container that I've never seen before. That's not usually here. It's a giant box by a bunch of red trucks. I'm gonna die. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Try to make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Always gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Sorry about your ear. Fuck you. Okay, I thought they were rude. Okay. Guys, it's -5. Going on -10 because I'm walking against the wind. My spray is frozen. I'm the only one out. Nobody else is coming out here in this weather. Because the ground is freezing. Oh, shit. The wind's getting through my hair, into my ears. It's starting to hurt my eardrum. But we just gotta cross 2 parking lots. You gotta cross the road, 1 big parking lot, and then another big parking lot, and we're back to base camp. I can't tell you my chart is at. We're gonna move it to this so you guys can see what I see on a daily basis. Let's try to zoom out. Okay, here we have a gang stalker. Look, you notice when you go through my videos, another thing you should pick up if you're really studying what I'm talking about is that every time that I go to cross a street or cross a threshold that might transfer me from one ley line of the mycelial network to another ley line of the mycelial network, to different cultural ecosystems separated by one main line. When I try to break that main line and transfer over, there's usually a car that gets right in the way, right here at this intersection. So it could be completely empty like it was for the past 5 minutes. But as soon as I get to the road, somehow, some way, there's a car waiting to block my path. So I'm not totally sure that these aren't just being spawned in down the street. It's not just an imagination in my own consciousness. Like there's in the Hunger Games, where they had the people at the Capitol that were spawning things in the environment. Should we go this way or this way? We're going this way. Yeah. I just want to clap some cheeks, man. I just want to clap some cheeks and make my songs and have a guitar and an RV. I could don a crown and raise an army and go to war in Los Angeles. But I don't even know what's spawning these trucks. And the dreams I've had about LA have been so, I don't even want to share them with you. I've seen some crazy shit with the music industry that I don't even want to talk about. But that movie Parasite might be a clue for somebody. Okay. We're back. They tried to shut me down for a second. We're gonna tell a lie and hurt you. I miss my ex-girlfriend. I don't know why. It's been years. What if I don't even like her? I just don't like any girl that I meet. Nobody is coming close to the girls that I dated when I was 17 in terms of like mind, soul, and body. I'm not finding anybody of the same caliber of the girls that I dated when I was 17 to 19. I didn't mean to hide you, Loca. Loca, I didn't mean it. Hold on. Okay, you're hidden and I'm hidden. Okay, we're good. It's not so bad. I just crossed a pain threshold and now it's not even affecting me. Or the forest is now, I think I've reconnected to my neck of the woods and it's reached itself out in the mycelial network. It is now supporting me by invigorating my cells. So I couldn't just show you right here, but the wind just blew in the shape of a heart out from the side of this building. Okay. We're almost there. We're almost there. I didn't get a job here because I was not treated with kindness. I had a bunch of people stomping around, coughing like and spitting like zombies trapped in a cage in their spirit. So I didn't want to subject myself to hours of that. But you want to know something? Why do the police patrol here when there's like 6 cameras? Can you see that? There's cameras all over this place, but the police say they need to patrol the area whenever I'm around it making content. Whenever I'm around making content, the police suddenly need to come around for 3 months. Even though the parking lot they said they're supposed to be patrolling, which is on private property, has all these cameras. I will not stop being vocal about the trauma and suffering I've endured, because the aim of the enemy is to gaslight you into thinking that it was your fault or it wasn't serious, and then you let it go. And then that's another doorway they have to reach their hand in and fuck up all your Lego pieces and move you around in your chair. You have to have a strong mental frame, almost like a Taurus rising, to be stubborn enough to be out here in these environments. I love this. I think I would be bored if I was living any other life but this one. I've already done fighting and gone down the road to be like a character in people's minds that shines a bright light. An influencer. I feel like I've already done everything. So this is the most fun for me. It was like I have such a gifted mind and ability to empathize that I can pretty much experience anything I want at any moment, so long as I'm able to fight back against the people that want to take that from me or tear it away from me or destroy it. Like, my main battle in life is pretty much just stopping people that want to stop me from existing while I frolic through the mountains. That's pretty much all it is like I enjoy everything everywhere all at once, extremely vividly, almost probably perfectly, with the most powerful soul, most powerful name in Freemasonry, most powerful birthday, most powerful astrological signs, except the only places where I lack in my astrology, my father makes up. Like the Leo Libra, the balance, like the piece that I was missing, I was able to learn from my father at a young age. And I only had a few moments of my childhood to be around my father, and of those moments were epic, like my dad taking on 7 police officers, and he got him so bad they felt emasculated and had to triple down by hurting me, a 9-year-old. So we made it. I was just processing, because that narrative bandwidth, that Aquarian energy boosts my cells a lot. It kind of fuels my fire. So I was able to get here. My hands actually warmed up so much, it's starting to keep the phone warm. So we're back. We're back at my house. This is where I live. Now I have to put this. Shut that shit down with these clowns. Can I get a witness? Hell yeah, let's get down to business. I don't got no time to play around. What is this? There's the copper. There's the copper. Must be a circus in town with these clowns. Can I get a witness? Hell yeah, let's get down to business. I don't got no time to play around. What is this? Okay. Now, before I get in here, let's make sure I have my charger. I'm not going to turn the flash on just yet. And then, I don't really feel like talking, so once I get into this, I'm going to watch my Urban Rescue Ranch videos. Watching the baby for today. Watching the baby for today. Okay, my phone is probably gonna die. It's at 1%. It's on the charger. Watching the baby for today. Okay, I'm putting it in here. It's gonna be a loud crinkling of me trying to wiggle my way through here. The crinkle heard across the continent. Okay. Okay. Now I'm on. Let's get you guys a view of this. Good. Upside down view. POV. I'm reverse birthing myself. I have to crawl back into the womb. Okay. Now, without falling, without jeopardizing the placement of my heater, because that's very important. Okay, step 1. We're in step 2. Just to free the blanket so I can get under it. Get inside the blanket, because that's the only way to retain heat. Then we lean back into position. This isn't terrible. Okay, I have to get my legs in and pinned so I can pin the blanket in place. Now I can remove the support beam. Grab the tarp, wiggle the tarp over, lock it into place with my legs. Okay, now I move the heater, I grab the phone. Superb play on my part. I already knew to move the sandwiches I left the drink outside, but that's fine. I don't need it right away. Now that with the tarp over me, under the blanket, I have to allow for a space that's able to bring in the cool air to not set off the sensor on the heater to allow it to continue to pump out the warm air. Already broken the heater, and I've replaced the bottom sensor that needs to be pushed down in order for it to work to register it's on a flat surface, and I screwed a screw into it, so now I can just turn it on. So now the heater is working. I'm under the tarp. I'm under this. My head is supported. The problem is over here is that it's sort of broken. The wall of this wagon is loose and it falls a lot. So I have to make sure not to put my weight over there. So I replaced it with the firm grasp of this foam mattress. Now I'm here. From here I move my arm out so I can move it while also moving the rest of the blanket behind my head. I take the hood from my coat and I use it as a pillow against the hard metal. And now I can eat my sandwiches and watch my video. Very good. Very good, disgusting, evil parasites. Now, the way that they fuck with me, guys, so the way that they passively, aggressively mess with me is by purposely leaving things out. And they oversaturate, like they will dump in it like half a thing of salt on my sandwiches sometimes. But you know what? I like it. Because then I feel something. How you been, Loca? Where you been, Loca? I think Loca lives in Las Vegas. Yo, that guy that was trying to get my mom's name and my dad's name for spiritual purposes, you didn't fool me. I just didn't care. He was trying to be slick, like an evildoer. And was like, what's your mom's name? What's the spiritual meaning behind your mom's name? Let me know. I don't even have a bank account. I'm $150 in debt to the U.S. government right now. My lawyers are possessed by the devil and no longer me. They were fighting for my cause against the evil judge, and then they got turned by the devil. Based Catholicism for the day. And now they know I've been to jail like 10 times for missing court. And they refuse to give me my court date. I don't know when I'm going. Because they're trying to make a lesson out of me. And it's just not registering how much pain and suffering I've been through in the past 3 years. They just can't comprehend it. I tell people what's happened. I say it over and over and over again. And they're still trying to teach me a lesson. Like I'm not a savant with a higher IQ than them. But maybe it's a test for me to actually apply myself so I don't just sit around talking shit. Walking in circles like a bear in captivity. Oh, there's a girl that likes me. In the spirit. Well, I have no money to manage the relationship the way that I'd like to. God. So I get to this point, and then I start to turn the light on, and I'm able to see all the different people that are projecting at me in the spirit. So I can see people that are judging me, and they base their character off of judging me in order to try and rip away my blessings and attachments. But next year,
the Hawkins people down in Indiana beat the Mind Flayer. And I hope to God season 5 has an indigenous person to help fight against the spirit. They've hit every demographic, even gay. They've hit every demographic in Hawkins, except for indigenous. So it only makes sense for Stranger Things to have an indigenous person at the very end to help them beat the Mind Flayer with their knowledge of spirituality. Then I would feel satisfied. If not, I'm making my own TV show. Yo, some of that scripture be hitting though. I've been just randomly looking up. I'll hit like random on the scripture button, and I watched the Urban Rescue Ranch, and at the end of it, he puts a based scripture for the day. Some of those scriptures be hitting. Some of those scriptures be hitting though. I don't know how people can read the Bible and still be such crazy, narcissistic, bad habits, pieces of crap. When every verse of every passage of the Bible that I read from the based scripture for the day really like gets me, and it like puts me up a level. But I guess I'm still eating the McDonald's. I didn't have to. I should be fasting. But it is what it is, guys. I still have goals. It's just, it's hard, man. Y'all don't know what I've been through, man. I used to get up and run 10 miles a day with 50 pounds on my, in a 50-pound vest. And then I would get back and I would work out bench press, incline bench, dumbbell press, pull-ups, dips, squats, deadlifts, lunges. Then I would eat. I didn't eat it all until then. Then I would eat. Then I would make beats on my computer for sometimes up to 10 hours. Then I would have Matrix attack events like police showing up, fake friends, sort of like Truman Show vibe where the neighbor shows up to like gaslight Truman into not waking up. I had a lot of that. Then I had to go on rescue missions where during COVID it was like everyone was freaking out. So I had to like go out and save people. And I was still convinced I had some type of thing wrong with me, when really they just kind of attacked my confidence and gaslit me into believing that I was stupid after they put me on lithium, which destroys your mind. All the stuff that I was on the fence about, like maybe I'm schizophrenic, maybe I'm not. Why am I having these crazy thoughts? Those turned out to be the thoughts that mattered. The mainstream thoughts. Like that's now the level of the world. I was just ahead of the game. Everybody's spiritual now. We're getting close to waking up completely. I don't know what that was. Snow. Base scripture for the day. I really did have 5 girlfriends at once at one point. I think I only exist if I can have multiple things I'm doing at once that I can invest my time and energy into, or else I feel unfulfilled. But I'm somebody that as soon as I have something down, I want to do something else. So the sort of reversal where it all caved in on me and I gave up, against what I feel is my true passion or character. That's me hiding in a little womb in the woods. Because trauma has caused me to feel either unworthy or incapable of thought at a certain level. So I sort of escape into the higher realms, which has helped me a lot in some aspects. But now, like small talk and social skills with a grounded sense of empathy and presence without playing a character is hard, because my character is now identified in like the 9th dimension. So you think it'd be easy, and it is easy. The problem is that there's a violent physical reaction that happens when other people come at me for the things that I can do spiritually. The mind flare. But that's enough based talks for today. Good night, everybody.